worn pork pie hats for years. I think pork pies, I don't know. I guess they're good on real young folk, but I think they're real good for older folk like me. Um, I wore a lot of derbies when I was younger, bowlers, straw skimmer, like, oh, summertime. Uh, but this is like a Buster Keaton type of pork pie hat. Like I have, you know what? I had one in Lexington long ago. It was felt, and I'd read about his hats and how he achieved the look, and he did it with a bowler. Now this is a pork pie hat, and this is probably on its, I don't know, 8th season. I don't know. Just good for one more. Just get me through one more summer. I used to buy a new straw or paper pork pie hat in natural gray and black, and navy if they had it, but that was rare. And that was like an every spring thing, and then the next year I would have new ones, and then the old ones would become my work hats for the summer, and they were great because they absorbed all the sweat. Anyway, this is a really old one, and I reshaped it in the form of the Buster Keaton pork pie hat, and it ain't too shabby on old Sandy. Oh, Sandy. If you ever are in a grocery store and you see a food labeled, oh, Sandy, I had nothing to do with it. I'm saying old Sandy. Sandy's one of my nicknames. I've got a sweet family. They're in Nashville now. They've been gone now for a while. They're going to be there for 3 years. My sweet dear family of friends. Anyway. I don't even know where I was going with that. I just want to mention that, and I'm going to go. And I hope that you enjoyed my little song, which was Lulu's Back in Town. A lot of you probably heard that for the first time ever on The Muppet Show, if you are old enough to remember The Muppet Show, because they did it. But I heard it the first time, Leon Redbone in the 80s. I was always listening to like alternative music, but not like really cool alternative music. I did like me some Bauhaus and things like that back in the day. But I've got to admit, I like the way it made me feel. Like, I'm with it. I'm so with it. But as far as music, I was weird. I liked Leon Redbone, and he sang Lulu's Back in Town. And so that's where I learned it, and I'm going to go, and I want you to have a good, not miserable evening. And if you're interested, I can show you how to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do this to any of my other pork pies, because I don't know that this is the most flattering. It is somewhat pancakey, and I really like it with the glasses. And if my face were thinner, oh my, I look amazingly like Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm gonna go. Have a good one. Bye. Lulu's back in town. Bye.